Hello there. Wait, can't fucking see anything. That's better. Now I can see. Okay, so listen up. Recently, I've been seeing and getting a lot of comments on an older video of mine where I did a little acceleration test in a Volkswagen Golf 2.3 V5. And it seems the main topic of conversation is the fact that the engine appears to be cold, which naturally is of great concern to everyone and anyone who gives a shit about cars and how they should or shouldn't be driven or treated whilst the engine is cold. Now, if you're sensible, you'll see in one of the very early responses to one of the comments I received, I mentioned the fact that the main problem at hand was not the fact that I was ragging the shit out of a car that was still cold, but it was actually just a common Volkswagen problem, as is every other problem on any and all Volkswagens.
Automotive perfection.
Anything that goes wrong is a common problem, because chances are it has happened before to another Volkswagen of an identical type somewhere at some time. Case in point, I am driving yet another Volkswagen of very similar stature. You can see the dash clocks have an identical layout to the 2.3 V5. The only difference here being that this is not a 2.3 V5, it's a 2-litre 8-valve. As you can see by the dash clocks, the temperature gauge is indicating dead cold. Now, I know the engine's not cold because the blowers are on and they are blowing hot air. And if I flick this up, you can see that I've been driving now for 16 minutes since the engine was started, for a total of 10 miles, which in any reasonable car is more than enough to get it up to temperature. And let me just reiterate, there is hot air coming out of the vents. Add to that the fact that I know this car has been diagnosed with issues on the temperature gauge front, in that it has been to a local Volkswagen dealership for that to be diagnosed, and they've been unable to fix it, despite it being a common Volkswagen problem. So yeah, that's it. For anyone else afraid that I am ragging the shit out of dead cold engine cars, I'm not. I know an engine needs to be warm before it can be driven hard, and I know the reasons why. And I've seen what happens when an engine is driven cold, especially if it's driven hard cold. So yeah. So before you go and make any more judgments on that kind of videos, maybe listen to the person who actually recorded the video. You know, read the comment. Take in the fact that I did say that there is a fault with the car in that the temperature gauge isn't working, you know? Because chances are the temperature gauge isn't fucking working.